long time. And Air Force has been, and I could have left it in the Air Force, but I really thought it should have its own identity. And it works closely with the Air Force, but you wouldn't have had your own identity. And I don't think it was working doing it that way. So we created, because of the importance, we created Space Force. And I think it's got unlimited growth potential, and maybe at a faster level than others, because they have been here. You know, they've seeded and they're doing great. But you're a seedling. You're just at the beginning of your powers. It's going to be unlimited future. Really, I feel that. Now, I think you agree with that. But it's going to be unlimited future. And thank you all for being involved. Very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the 18th, thank you for your support and happy Thanksgiving.
Well, you have my support totally. And you too. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.
So to round it out, we're going to go over to Lieutenant Commander Alex Wild, United States Coast Guard.
Good evening, Mr. President. Lieutenant Commander Alex Wild, Commanding Officer, Coast Guard Code of Force, Red Mare. We're currently patrolling the southwest border off the coast of California in support of Operation Border Trident to protect the maritime boundary. With a crew of 25, our fast response cutter has contributed to mission success in securing the border, as you mentioned. Last month alone, we had 3 at-sea interdictions and apprehended 45 illegal aliens. I'd like to recognize to my right the boarding team and pursuit team from our most recent interdiction. To my right, Lieutenant Junior Grade Fuller, Bosun Mate First Class Garcia Cosby, Electrician's Mate First Class Reza, Bosun's Mate Third Class Gerber, Machinery Technician Second Class Simano.
Okay. Soon enough, hopefully they'll be getting on to.
It's been pretty quiet on the water, to be honest.
Hopefully they'll be getting to the reverse deportations in a moment here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Reverse deportations for anyone that isn't good for America, that doesn't believe in American values.
You know,
Absolutely.
I've loved the Coast Guard for a long time.
Let's get back to
More
this.
than anything else,
Let's watch Trump
all
talk.
the lives you saved in Texas and various places, all of these places that got hit by the hurricanes and all of the different, the storms, the big water storms, as they call them, but mostly hurricanes. The jobs you do, the way you go into those seas, I wouldn't want to do it. You want to do it, but I wouldn't want to do it. And I just want to thank you for that. As you know, we've ordered a lot of Coast Guard cutters, brand new, beautiful, the best machines in the world, the fastest, the best maneuverability. They tell me that's it. How's the speed and the maneuverability? I'm a looks person. I wanted.
Wish we could fast forward to this part,
I
but
sort of redesigned the hull a little bit, the hulls. But we ordered a lot, and we're ordering icebreakers too that you're going to be in charge of. We have 11 of them being built right now. We had none. We only have one in the whole country. Russia has 48, and we have one, and that's just ridiculous. So we're doing them in conjunction with Finland and some other people, and they make the big. They're known as the people that do, I guess, 90% of the icebreakers. So they have a great expertise. But we're doing them also as a joint venture where they're going to be built in this country, and they've already started. So we've ordered 11. You were going to build one, and the one was going to cost almost as much as the 11. And every one of the 11 is much better than the one. So that didn't sound like a good deal. So you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting the best icebreakers in the world, the top of the line. And they're going to be delivered very soon, actually. They're moving along very quickly. They're building them. And you'll end up with 11. But before we even start that, we're going to end up doing another 11 pretty soon. So you're going to have a lot of icebreakers pretty soon, which is very important, I assume. Is that important for the Coast Guard? Because if it's not, I'll cancel the order immediately.
Very important.
Okay, good. Then I will cancel the order. That's good. You're going to have the best icebreakers there are. So it's really great. Very important to us. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes.
I'm Petty Officer Riza. First question is, what is your true golf handicap, not according to fake news? And are you and President Biden going to play that golf match?
I'd love to. I mean, I've invited him, but he doesn't want to show up. Look, I know a lot about golf. I've won 38 club championships, and I don't get to practice much. I won one last year. I won a club championship at a big club, beating a 27-year-old kid. I said, I'm decades older than you.
Supposed to be talking about
doesn't know how old you are.
starting the reverse
and I've been a
migration
good golfer over the
immediately.
years.
So I'm
When
just
you win,
waiting for it to
club
get to that.
championships are our majors. You know that. Most people can't play in them. They won't. We're talking about no strokes or anything else. So I'm a very low handicap, and I've won 38 of them legitimately. Everyone legitimately. It has to be legitimate because you have a lot of people following you during club championships, as you know. So I guess I'm very. I got to be right around scratch or better. I beat a +3. That's 3 better, 3 below par. You know, if you look at it, for those that don't know, in the finals of the club championship last year, with all I was going through, and with no practice. So I'm a good golfer. Yeah, I would have to say that. I want to be honest. I have to be honest. I played with Bryson DeChambeau on his, the Breaking 50, and we had a good time. But a lot of people thought that was a great ratings hit, and we had a lot of fun. But golf is great. It's sort of a microcosm of life, and you have a lot of people talk, but they can't play. Like Biden. Biden can't hit a ball 30 yards. I'm telling you. I looked at his swing. He cannot hit a ball 30 yards. He said he was a 6 handicap. He said that was the only thing that made me angry during the debate with him. He said he was a 6. I said, you're not a 6. And he said, well, I'm an 8. I said, that was quick. I picked up 2. But he's not 100. He's not 100. So, but it's a great game, and I hope you guys get to play a little bit of it. But frankly, I'm more excited about the icebreakers, if you want to know the truth. So anyway, I want to thank you all. Great job. Coast Guard, great job. We're proud of you. You have the best equipment in the world, and it's coming rapidly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for your support, President.
So that concludes presentations. If you have any closing remarks, that'll be it.
Well, I do have closing remarks. I just want to say how proud I am. You look at the people that we just dealt with. These are the top people in our country. These are just beautiful people, inside and out. They're brave. They're smart. They're brilliant. And I just want to say it's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be working with you. We have the strongest country we've ever had. We make the best equipment in the world. We have the best military.
I got it pulled up over here as well. Hold on, guys. We're going right back to Trump. Let's see what CNN is saying about what he said about
this morning after police say they were both shot at point blank range, just blocks away from the White House.
We saw one National Guardsman being wheeled out.
Let's go pop over to Trump in a second here.
He had a device helping pump his heart, it looked like, doing automatic like CPR, and his face was covered in blood.
The 29-year-old suspect was tackled at the scene after a brief exchange of gunfire. Law enforcement say he came to the U.S. from
I guess they're showing this to give the context.
In response, the president vows to crack down on immigration even further.
We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country. If they can't love our country, we don't want them.
Absolutely.
That's CNN senior White House reporter Betsy Klein here now. Betsy, we heard the president basically condemning this as an act of terror, but also expanding his concerns to immigration more broadly. I think he brought up Somalia at one point. Can you talk about what the plans are out of the White House?
Right, Audie, just a really horrific day here in Washington, and the Department of Homeland Security has identified Ramanola Lakhanwal as the suspect in the shooting of these 2 National Guardsmen. Lakhanwal is an Afghan national. He came to the United States in 2021 under Operation Allies Welcome. To remind you, that's the Biden-era program that resettled those Afghan nationals in the wake of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. He applied for asylum in 2024, and it was granted by the Trump administration in April of this year. He is in custody at an area hospital after being shot. Now, one source tells CNN that this suspect is not cooperating with investigators. We still do not know the motive. We do not know how the suspect got this handgun that he used. We also do not know the full extent of the suspect's injuries at this time. But we do expect to hear more on where this investigation stands from D.C. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, as well as FBI Director Kash Patel a little later this morning. President Trump, meanwhile, addressing the nation from Mar-a-Lago last night, he cast blame on the Biden administration for letting the suspect into the country. He called for the re-examination of every person who entered the U.S. from Afghanistan during the last administration.
Let's hear it.
CNN had reported earlier this week that process was already underway. Listen to the president.
The suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021. This attack underscores the single greatest national security threat facing our nation. The last administration let in 20 million unknown and unvetted foreigners from all over the world, from places that you don't want to even know about.
Now, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services have announced moments later that all Afghan immigrant cases are stopping indefinitely, pending further review. And I also just want to remind you why these West Virginia guardsmen were here. They have been deployed in Washington since August as part of the president's crime crackdown. That is expected to continue until at least February. President Trump also announced he would be deploying 500 more National Guards members to Washington, D.C. in response to this horrific shooting.
We've got another savage
Betsy,
video.
Thanks so much for that update. I'm going to turn a little bit to the investigation. The FBI is going to be spearheading it.
Oh, God, did you see how hard it was for them? Oh, they were choking on their words.
So we've got...
They were choking because they couldn't talk any shit.
And many of these people are criminals. Many of these people are people that shouldn't be here. Coming in on these planes that are... Look at them. There was no checking. They just poured into the plane. And many of these people are criminals. Many of these people are people that shouldn't be here.
Now, this is the kind of speech we like to hear from our president. Let's keep America safe. Make America first. He's your president. There's nothing you can do about it. Look at this fucking Afghani terrorist, and he's calling our president a moron after look, watch this video. After this guy brutally tries to murder our service members in the streets, guys like this comment right here in my section. Understand, these are our enemy, okay? We are at war in this country. The people that don't think we are the ones that aren't going to have anywhere to go or anyone to stand with. Because this is 296 violent murders in the past 2.5 months since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Okay? Not to mention the big high-class ones like nobody's even talking about today. A petroleum fire set by 2 young teenagers. One was black and one was, what? Muslim. You're going to hear about that this evening or tomorrow probably. That'll be your breaking news, but it's Saturday and Friday evening, so they are, what? Getting away from the news cycle. But 2 massive petroleum tanks were set on fire in Harris County today, and then 2 warehouses caught on fire in another state today. Saw people running away from that one as well, have them on camera, the suspects. So, I mean, it's just getting worse and worse. It's not getting any better, you know? So if you don't think, what do you think war in a country is? Do you think war is 2 sides, 2 factions? Let's enlarge that and read what Trump said. Even as we have progressed, technology immigration policy has eroded those gains in living conditions for many. I will permanently pause migration from all. Everybody tells me it's the best idea. I will permanently, forever, it'll never happen again, pause migration from all third world countries. Everyone tells me it's the greatest idea in the world. Nobody can think of anything better to do. To allow the U.S. system to fully recover, terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, because that was not constitutional. Everybody knows you can't sign documents with an auto pen. and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States or is incompatible of loving our country. End all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country. Denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compatible with Western civilization. Fuck yeah. These goals will be pursued with the aim of achieving a major reduction in illegal and disruptive populations, including those admitted through an unauthorized illegal immigration process. Happy Thanksgiving, America. Well, shit. Well, shit. Well, guess what? That's what we're good at in America, is not having peaceful days. You know, there's been less peaceful days in this country than there have been peaceful days. So keep that in mind, that every country that's ever gone against us has fallen to the ground because we have all the best shit and we have all the best training. You motherfuckers thought that you could shoot a bullet in one direction and God would carry it forever. You were just firing off into the fucking distance when we came over there. You didn't even know you had to aim a gun and shoot somebody. Why was Afghanistan ever even on the list? We've been at war with them for the past 22 fucking years. There shouldn't be benefits for non-citizens. There should not be benefits for non-citizens. Absolutely. Like every other country in the world's doing. 100%. Why do they put this up here like it's a bad thing with this ominous music? You know what I mean? What? These newscasters that are talking all this shit about Trump right now have to understand how fucking retarded they sound. They have to.
Just seconds before.
I love hearing it. Let's just keep hearing it.
Right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young.
I have everything.
Magnificent person. Started.
I have everything, sir, because I have people like you that do nothing but think about me. So if I'm trash, you must be lower than fucking pond scum because all you people do is think about me. So that must make you fucking the shit on the bottom of my shoe, huh?
Service in June of 2023. Outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life.
Exactly.
Breaking news this morning, President Trump
Exactly.
confirming the death of 20-year-old West Virginia National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom last night while addressing service members. She and 24-year-old Guardsman Andrew Wolf were ambushed and shot just blocks from the White House on Wednesday. The alleged shooter, Afghan national Ramanullah Lakhanwal, came to the United States after Biden's disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal and did work with the CIA.
So for those of you that don't know, some of these people in here are my professional trolls. Like they get paid to fuck with me, even though I'm a nothing nobody now. And they've already got my big accounts permanently banned for life. But they have accounts that are AI accounts on me, and they've created accounts and gone and searched my entire life and taken pictures of me and created whole YouTube accounts. So this is my only YouTube account. My logo is a trademark. Nobody can legally use that. So if you don't see me actually talking on here, and you don't see me going live every day, that's not my account, just so you know. But the people calling me idiots are the ones that burnt my house down and fucking vandalized my truck and shot me. So get them to explain the context of what they're talking about.
Director John Radcliffe confirmed the 2 National Guards members were both sworn in less than 24 hours before the attack. President Trump now announcing his administration will permanently pause migration from all third world countries and remove anyone who is, quote, not a net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country. Joining me now, West Virginia Congressman Riley Moore. Congressman, thank you so much.
All you gotta do is go through my videos and you can see the pictures of me being shot and all that shit. My RV burnt down, my house on fire, my dog's head has got a big burn on it.
Well, it's such a tragedy, what's taken place here. And
sorry, I'm gonna make a little more comment, a little more satire here. Nobody cares about me. Oh, baby, all you do is think about me, honey. That's all you do. You're in my lives on everything. You go to my lives on every social media I've got. You love me. You love me. And see, they call Trump a pedo when they actually watched their president bite children, sniff children, and try to fucking lick them up like they were fucking ice cream cones, bro. And he would talk about how children smelled like ice cream and shit. It's fucking... like, they actually have pedophiles. Like, Bill Clinton's the #1 motherfucker on the Epstein list. And that's one of the people they back. Oh, wait till you see Obama and old Big Mike with his fat old dick at Epstein Island in the pictures when we get some shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be quite interesting. Quite interesting, because they have no evidence. And, by the way, you're welcome. The judge that fired Fani Willis just dropped all charges against Trump in Georgia. So there is no fucking charges on Trump in Georgia for election interference. That was all completely dropped, dismissed, no charges. And all of the felonies for the felony case have been completely thrown out, dropped, and dismissed by the judge as well. And they're now being indicted for fraudulent charges against Trump. So you're welcome. That's the thing that's happening that you haven't been paying attention to because of all this other stuff. A few $1 billion, like $18 billion coming in soon for from the tariffs. But the tariffs haven't even really taken effect. So you're welcome. There's going to be a lot of money coming in for your guys. I'm not lying. Go look it up. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. I'm going to fact check this guy in real time. Then we'll get back to Trump. I promise, guys. I promise.
We're following breaking news in a case we've been tracking for years now. A judge has ended the Georgia election interference case against President Trump and his co-defendants. It comes after the prosecutor who took over the case said he was dropping those charges.
Hey, every one of those people that accepted those guilty charges are shitting in their fucking pants right now because everything would have been dismissed. Fucking retard. That's what traitors get. Like y'all say, karma's a bitch.
This was the last criminal prosecution the president faced, stemming from his efforts to subvert the 2020 election. Joining us now, NBC News Chief Justice and National Affairs Correspondent Kelly O'Donnell. Kelly, this prosecutor took over the case after Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was disqualified. Why did he drop these charges?
Well, good to be with you, Zinkley. And he says that he has reviewed the information and he does not believe it is in the interest of the people of Georgia to bring this prosecution and continue it.
You need to go through and watch my old content from when I had the big Trump store and all that shit in Port Charlotte, Florida. And we had the sheriff that marched for Black Lives Matters and had all kinds of crazy shit going on. Fucking, I was at war with the cops. They were raiding my shit with no warrants. It was fucking, it was nuts for a while. That was when all this first started. They also wrote a book about me called White Rule Rage, The End of Democracy. That's my truck on the cover of it. I've got pictures of my truck on here from the cover of that book as well. I'm that crazy old redneck that they're talking about. Now I'm the guy with the white Trump truck that says wood chippers for pedophiles, Charlie Kirk and stuff all over it in Southwest Florida. My truck's all over fucking. They made a special Blue Sky page for my truck called Misfit Trucks and Trash Trucks. They've smashed up my truck. It's all dented in, fucked up. Windows are all busted out. Tires have been popped like fucking 50, 20 times, some shit like that. Fucking brake lines have been cut 16 times. Fucking, they've done so much damage to the truck, it's not even funny. But they won't stop me until they kill me, and they've tried to do that too, but they're pussies. And there's also a bunch of videos on here of me beating the fuck out of these pussies. I got a video banned last month at the Antifa rally because they surrounded me with metal poles, and I defended myself. I got fucking, they were espousing, we are Antifa, and we are organized, and we will stop you fascists, and surrounded me with metal fucking flagpoles. And when I drew on them, they fucking banned me from fucking, that was my first strike, was that one, for bullying fucking Muslims and Antifa members. I don't give a fuck. Wait until you see what happens when we go to Tampa on the 21st of December. That'll be a good show.
For what could be years to come, especially against a sitting president of the United States and an array of other co-conspirators who were alleged in this indictment that has now been dropped. This is a significant win for President Trump. He has responded and talked about the fact that,
you know, this is making NBC throw up in their mouths while they're reporting this.
Persecutions and lawfare. So a lengthy post from the president on that.
Oh, we're going to at JNRY
replacement for Fonnie Willis, who was disqualified from continuing the case because of a personal relationship she had with someone she assigned to
maybe a little more.
He came into the job after he could not find any other prosecutor.
Okay, we'll get back to
and after reviewing that, he went to the court today, and the judge agreed to drop the case. And in part, the prosecutor
we'll get
said,
back to hearing our president actually excited about taking down some terrorists. Is this right now? Why isn't this pulling up?
We defeated ISIS completely, 100%. And I haven't had it's peace through strength. I believe in peace through strength. We're the greatest military in the world. I rebuilt the military, as you remember, for 4 years. I rebuilt the military. And then we gave a chunk of it away, but it was still peanuts. It was a lot, but it was peanuts compared to what we rebuilt. Gave it to Afghanistan, one of the most embarrassing moments in the history of our country with the whole withdrawal, the way they withdrew was
from South Africa.
But we rebuilt the military. We have the greatest, strongest military. We defeated ISIS. Where
I live doesn't matter because I'm not building up treasures on earth.
ISIS in 4 weeks. It was told to be 5 years. It was going to take 5 years, anywhere from 4 to 5 years. We did it in 4 weeks. With, by the way, headed by the general who's now the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That's why he's there. He said it would take 4 weeks, and he did it in 4 weeks. He did actually a little bit faster. So we have a great country, and we're going to keep it that way.
My bills are paid. My puppy's comfortable.
Or other cities. If we see other cities are gearing up, and these people are agitators, they're paid, they're professionals. They're insurrectionists, they're troublemakers, they're all of those things. But I believe they're paid. And we're going to find out through Pam Bondi and her great staff, her great people at Justice, who they are. And Mike, I think you're doing some investigations in that in Congress. But we're going to find out who they are because they're really, I think what they're doing is unbelievably illegal. One thing. So they took the bricks away from people. They're walking in with satchels of bricks. Now, why do you have bricks? You have bricks because you throw bricks. They're very potent. If they hit you, they kill you. And they took them away. The military took them away.
Hey, just for a moment, guys, we're going to say poo-poo to YouTube. We're going to go over to Rumble. Because I get fed on up with that old YouTube shit. I'd like to build the Rumble channel, berserker, patriot, at Berserker Patriot 1776 or at Berserker Patriot on X. It'd be nice if we can get completely away from Rumble. And there's a new TikTok for Patriots, by the way. It's We America, WEAM, We AM. So shit, we might be going back to
Jews, get the fuck out of here. No. Nobody cares, boys. Nobody cares.
Oh shit. Yeah, we're gonna go back so we can hear Trump talking. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. I forgot it's fucking Friday and nobody's on right now. Nobody's doing shit tonight except for me and Salty. Are you stupid?
Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane.
Fucking love you, sir.
Along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to
love you,
to
sir.
get them out. You can't get them out once they come in. And they came in, and they were unvetted, they were unchecked. There were many of them, and they came in on big planes, and it was disgraceful. And if you look, you'll see there was a law passed. It makes it almost impossible not to let them in, not to certify them, so to speak.
Trump himself didn't approve anybody.
And they shouldn't have come in. And frankly, the whole thing was a mess. The whole Afghanistan situation was a mess. It should have never taken place. If we're going to go,
you see how different
because I had everybody
stations give a completely different outlook on this, though, and how they edit this shit.
And we would have kept Bagram, by the way, because of its very close relationship to China and where they make their missiles. But when you let the people come in by the thousands,
and to you that means Trump approved them. Trump never even saw that paperwork. Trump knew nothing about this until today, until it happened.
I want to express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack.
As long as I give commentary and I speak, I'm allowed to use whatever the fuck I want.
Gunned down two service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the DC task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had.
He's not always seen no tired at all. He gives more press briefings standing up in the freaking airplane while it's flying than anything.
Really bad crime. Millions of Americans are praying for those heroes and their families. And I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen.
Remigration, baby. It's time to remigrate back to where the fuck you came from. Like I said earlier, my new saying is, you could just get the fuck out.
She's just passed away.
And if you want to be an asshole and hate America, get the fuck out. You don't like where you're at in Japan?
It's just happened.
Get the fuck out.
That's
all you gotta do.
She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department.
That's what's wrong with my right hand.
That's horrible. As you know, the other young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully.
It's destroyed America.
Ability to apply for asylum. Do you blame all Afghans for this one man's?
Yes.
No, but we've had a lot
Muslims. This is their Muslim text. I read it to you verbatim
these planes. Again,
on my live earlier.
We had a lot of them coming in on these planes that are. Look at them. There was no checking. They just poured into the plane. And many of these people are criminals. Many of these people are people that shouldn't be here. And many of them have been gotten out. I mean, we've gotten out some A lot of the people that, we've taken a lot of them out of here.
If this doesn't make
But
your
they
dick
came
hard,
in-
you're just a fucking
Yeah, I know,
pussy.
still, sorry. Many are
And you need to be deported with these people.
Legally, though, what should they think?
The problem with Marco Rubio is he loves war.
They can't be happy.
I'm a
Because
Florida native.
what's taking place
Nobody knows
between
more
that-
about Marco Rubio
if you
than
look at
us. I've
Somalia,
campaigned
taking
for him
over
twice.
Minnesota,
But he's a warmonger through and
we've got a
through.
lot of
He likes
problems
war.
with the gangs, with all of the things taking place in Minnesota.
He
We have
loves
a
he loves
dope
giving money
governor.
to Israel too.
We have a dope governor.
Other than that, I mean,
They can't be
this
happy
is
about
the
what's going
the
on.
most hardcore I've ever seen him.
If you talk about the Afghans, there's a problem because so many Bedouins came in on the planes. They just walked in. Whoever the strongest people were physically in a way, but whoever the strongest, they got on the planes. There was no checking. They just swamped the planes. They took off. We had no idea who they were.
Joining us now is Josh Hammer, senior.
Okay, so you might be wondering, well, what's the latest with the Epstein files? Congress passed the bill, President Trump signing the bill into law, basically forcing the federal government to release its case files.
Why is he saying that like it's a bad thing?
The Department of Justice has to release those files. They only have a certain amount of time to get these things out. I'll let Fox's Doug Luzader explain more.
There may not be much of a holiday weekend for many people at the Justice Department. Presumably, they are furiously going through the Epstein files.
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says she will comply with the law, including the new one passed just last week, requiring her department to release all it has on Jeffrey Epstein, the late financier accused of trafficking women and abusing girls. Epstein had plenty of high-profile friends, including former President Clinton and at one time President Trump, who said he cut off Epstein years ago.
I think we are going to get a lot.
Legal experts expect to see quite a bit.
My hope and my expectation is that the Justice Department will err on the side of transparency. These are documents that everyone wants to see.
And what so many want to see
And
is
when they
whether
get
other
dropped,
big
we will go
names
through
are
every single one of them
Epstein's
together.
misdeeds.
This is obviously sensitive stuff.
But lawyers caution there will be redactions.
I don't know if we're going to see
One nation under God, baby. Swear into a Protestant God if you want to be a representative of this country.
But we will eventually see this report.
Unfortunately, it has all come down to the Epstein files.
There has already been political fallout, including the big split between one-time allies, Congresswoman Marjorie.
So let's be very clear. We all know I've been on board with Marjorie Taylor Greene for a long time, but she has been on every single leftist fucking podcast in the past 2 weeks, every single leftist podcast, and she's saying a lot of the exact opposite shit that she's been saying. Now she's saying we need migration because her construction company would be at risk if we didn't have it. Back in King Trump 2028, I don't know, we might have to run it. We might have to run it.
Taylor Greene and President Trump, who initially had fought the release before backing it. Those pushing for more disclosures plan to follow this through.
Anyone who's involved in any kind
2
of
more months, it's going to get even way crazier.
And because there can be redactions to these documents to protect either victims or ongoing investigations, this may come to a larger debate over what's not.
Before I forget, everybody. Damn it, I should have said this earlier. We got new merch dropping. We got a whole new Berserker Patriot line of trademarks for the Berserker Patriot store brand. So we got the Berserker Crusader shirts coming out. We got a whole 5 different designs for the Berserker Crusader shirts. We've got it's a beanie that looks like a Crusader helmet that has a full face mask, like a ghost full face mask. It's going to be bad to the bone. We got all kinds of stuff coming out, guys. It's gonna be a good winter. It's gonna be a very good Christmas. The Amazon shop, the YouTube shop, and everything else is gonna be up, and the Spotify podcast will be up hopefully by Tuesday. So we got a lot of good new stuff coming up. We're launching the members only channels after every live starting Monday. Now that I'm back on and I'm not banned. and we'll be doing that. So even if there's only 2 people on there, we'll still be doing that, and we can do a lot of different type of content than we can on regular YouTube with members only. And I've got some fun ideas. We're gonna do some merch giveaways coming up and all kinds of stuff. We're gonna get everything built up. But at Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble, at Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble.
In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Okay, welcome back. We will continue to track any and all developments relating to the Epstein files. Of course, we'll let you know as soon as we know if the DOJ has released.
President Trump may be ready to take his war on Venezuelan narco-terrorists to the next level. That would follow deadly. President Trump may be ready to take his war on Venezuelan narco-terrorists to the next level. That would follow deadly drone strikes on suspected Maduro regime drug boats and a massive U.S. naval buildup in the Caribbean.
Absolutely. Buy my merchandise. I own a custom shirt store. Absolutely. Buy my merchandise.
Drug trafficking on those routes has decreased about 80%.
But I have to get over to my Rumble broadcast, guys. I love you. Have a blessed night. Everybody be safe.
They will be
and if nothing else, get some good friends to help light your 6 and keep that powder dry. No, let's just make the people here better. How about that?